This ain't gonna work. Okay. Five on deck is the first one. Next we have a 4. That'll be next. Seven on deck. Followed by a 4. Ton steel chomp. Okay, so if you take a bed sheet, right, tie a knot in one of the corners of the bed sheet, then you can take that bed sheet and place it in a door frame and close the door on it. So the knot is on this side of the door, the opposite side that you're working on, right? Close the knot on the bed sheet. That way you can take the bed sheet, right, and do inverted rows this way, right, by closing it on the door. I made a little video on it. 4 on deck. Poll's asking if I regret any tattoos. No, I don't participate in negative actions of regret. Why would I do that to myself? 7 on deck. Doesn't make any sense. Don't participate in negative actions of regret. I guess if I had to choose, it would be this too strange to live and the too rare to die, right? If I had to choose one, I would choose that one because I misspelled it, right? It's supposed to be T-O-O, not T-O. 6. So there's that. But I ain't gonna have no sucker tack over it. I'll just tattoo over it, no big deal. One of these days, I'll get around to it. Queen, 10 on deck. You figured out the knot, you have an extra sheet, sweet. All right, good deal. 10 on deck. You got to make sure you do it as you close the door into the knot. That way the knot's pulling the door closed, right? Not the other way around. Jack, this will be 10 on deck. What's up, 2-party? Welcome to the chat. Eight is the next one. Ace, this will be 10. How's the new eating regiment? Haven't really started it yet. It's all just hypothetical. Ace, 10 on deck. So that question refers to, instead of intermittently fasting and then 48-hour fasting and all sorts of fasting, I'm going to start bulking. I'm going to bulk up. That's my plan. Thank you guys. Allison says double tap that screen. Appreciate you guys. 6 on deck. Two is the next one. What am I eating after this? I'll probably eat a dozen eggs, but I'm not going to wait till noon to do it. I'm just going to eat them. 2 on deck. Queen, this will be 10. Yeah, 12 eggs. I'll probably have some toast and a pound of bacon too. Queen, that will be 10. I burned too many calories, so I gotta bring up my eating. Queen, this will be 10 on deck. Pardon me. What's that say? Too quiet inside jail? Well, you ain't never been to jail then, huh? There ain't no such thing as peace and quietness. Here we go. Jack, this will be 10 on deck. Hey, thank you, Matthew Davis. Appreciate the support. Post your progress pics on the Discord, guys. It helps to keep you accountable, and it inspires the next man to work out. So make sure you take the time to get on my Discord, post your progress pics, and anything else that'll be helpful to the community. Jack, 10 on deck. Appreciate you guys taking the time to do so. Unsealed Chomp says, my pulling muscles are so beginner. We got to start somewhere, right? 8 on deck. You know, when I first started working out and whatnot, I couldn't even do a pull-up. Couldn't even do it, right? What kind of supplements do I take? Well, this morning I had creatine, zinc, magnesium, vitamin D3, and MSM. Let's see, fart machine. Yeah, I could do that. 3 on deck. Let's see. King, 10 on deck. Yep. Ah! Hey, you gotta go, you gotta go. Six. Boy, this poison ivy, guys, I don't know how it's spreading. It is just like going across my body like no other. 6 on deck, and it's driving me crazy. Joker, 10 on deck. Let's see. Hell on Earth says, I'm a fat kid. I want to be like you when I grow up. Well, check yourself now before you continue down that path to wrecking yourself. If you're a fat kid, you're probably eating some unhealthy things and you're not working out. Right? To implement these habits in your life, it's better to do it when you're younger instead of playing catch up. You know what I mean? Joker, 10 on deck. Get outside. Stop playing these video games. You know who's my brother Justin Pollock? He was a fat kid growing up too. He was like 250 pounds, and now he's 150 and he can do one-arm pull-ups. So it's never too late. All you got to do is start. 9 on deck is the next one. Check out my brother Justin Pollock's channel. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing the transformation that he went from 250 pounds. Now he's down to 150 doing one-arm pull-ups. King, 10 on deck. How much do I weigh? I believe I'm 185, but I haven't weighed myself in like a week. Ace, 10 on deck, I could be anywhere. Welcome, guys. Appreciate you being here. Let's just do 10 on deck. Pardon me, I gotta blow my nose. Unsteel Chomp. Said you was a big kid too growing up. You cried so your mama helped you. Good. Good deal. 5 on deck. I'm going to say something controversial. If you got fat kids, you're doing them an injustice. You're not being a good parent. It's true. It's your fault as the parent, letting them eat that stuff. 5 on deck. You guys are supposed to be role models, teaching your kids what to eat and what not to eat. 5 on deck. My brother Justin Pollock, when he was overweight, he would only eat hot dogs. That was the only thing you can feed that kid. That's the only thing. No wonder he weighed 250 pounds. You know what I mean? But enough was enough. He finally said no more, right? And now look at him. He's 150 pounds doing one-arm pull-ups. Amazing. Here we go. This is the indicator card. This is halfway through the deck. Listen, guys, it's never too late just to start. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Eight on deck is the next one. Pardon me. Is my body built off only burpees? Of course not. Of course not. Do you see the physical body figures of these dudes who only do burpees? No way. I mean, you can lose weight by only doing burpees, but that's only one piece of the puzzle, right? You got to eat right. You got to eat clean, right? Because I see some of these guys out here doing burpees day in and day out, and they don't look so great. You know what? Their eating habits are messed up. That's the truth. You just can't do burpees and think your whole life's going to get better. You got to eat right too. 7. Right? So if you're like an alcoholic and you're doing burpees and you eat junk food, it ain't gonna be so great. King is the next one. That'll be 10. There we go. 6 is the next one. So honestly, listen, you don't even have to work out a day in your life. If you just ate right, you'd be okay. But people can't control their eating habits, right? 6 on deck. So they try to out-train their poor diet. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Now I just, I said that I'm going to start bulking up. It doesn't mean I'm going to eat poorly. No. That means I'm going to eat with a purpose. 9 on deck. People use bulking up as an excuse to eat poorly. I see it all the time. They even got a name for it. Dirty bulking, right? Dirty bulking. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna clean bulk. 3 is the next one. Any tips on catching feral dogs and keeping them? Nah. Dogs could sense good people and other people trying to mess them up. I used to rescue dogs. I've had like 11 dogs. Dogs are pretty awesome. Tell you what, so some of these dogs that I've rescued over the years, they're kind of like messed in the head from humans. Humans would abuse them and whatnot. Well, one thing I did to gain dogs' trust, make them not so shaky around me, is I would lay down on the floor and I'd take a nap on the floor, like ground level. That way I ain't just standing over them all the time, 8 on deck is the next one. Yeah, animals know a good person. No BS. Queen, 10 on deck. Ten is the next one. I heard a good saying one time in a Narcotics Anonymous meeting. The speaker said that I want to be the person that my dog thinks I am, because my dog holds me so highly. You know what I mean? I want to be that person. 10 on deck. I want to be the person that my dog thinks I am. Hey Dustin, welcome to the chat. Ace, this will be 10 on deck. Pardon me. There we go, 3 on deck. 2 is the next one. Listen, burpees did not develop my size and shape at all. Burpees will only cut you up and make you tough as nails, but it ain't gonna get you big. You gotta do pull-ups, push-ups, body squats, you gotta do all that. You know, if burpees made you big, then there'd be a lot more fitness influencers that were big and not just chubby. You know what I mean? 2, burpees will just make you tough as nails. That's what burpees will do. Here we go, Joker, 10 on deck. Is 50 pull-ups a good number, bro? Sure. Why not? 10 on deck. You guys are thinking of it wrong. You're thinking about working out and you're putting that in the category of your brain as work. Because you're asking me questions like, is 50 good enough, right? You guys are thinking of this as work. It's not work. This is like playtime. You know what I mean? Window tester. What's up? I need advice, Jesse. Thank you so much for the channel support. My girlfriend and I broke up because she fears I'll get PTSD from this development and says I scare her. I care for her, but I don't truly know what love without God in my life. Let's see. I care for her, but I don't truly know love without God in my life. She's cheated before. Okay. Boy, it sounds like you got a lot on your hands, man. Well, first of all, I would have to say, don't have a sucker attack, right off the bat. And don't, like, if you guys are cheating on each other, I mean, what are you guys really doing? You guys are just hanging out, right? 10 on deck. Yeah, I wouldn't focus too much on it because you could do bad all by yourself. You don't need anybody's help in life to be bad. And apparently, if you have somebody cheating on you, they're doing their own thing. They're not a team member. You know what I mean? They're just doing their own thing. Here we go. 10 on deck. Yeah, you just got to call it what it is, and stop tiptoeing around what's really going on. Because listen, there's plenty of people who will be rock solid with you, no cheating, right? They're out there. It's true. You don't need to be hanging around somebody who's not on the same path as you, right? You guys both have goals. But your goals are different, obviously. Ten on deck. Everyday Media says, millions of pretty girls out there. I found out recently. You know what? Listen, if you ain't being treated correct, there's always someone else who will. 10 on deck. My opinion is just be the best you that you can be, right? And you being at that higher vibration, being the best you that you can be, will also attract other higher vibrational people into your life. Don't be searching for it. Never be searching and chasing, right? Don't ever chase nothing, right? Just be the best you that you can be. Project that energy out there, and you'll get good energy back to you. 9 on deck. There's so many people out there chasing love, right? Chasing love. Yeah, but it's false. It's a false sense of love, right? You're just lonely. What you need to do is you got to work out. You just got to work out. Forget about all that emotional stuff. Yeah, love yourself first. Love yourself first. Treat yourself well. 7 on deck. Three is the next one. Everyday media says 7 is my new favorite number. 7. 7's a good number, right? I like 7 too. 3 on deck. King, that will be 10. Ooh, there you go. Andrew Walker says, if she cheats, she don't respect you. Boy, ain't that the truth. King, 10 on deck. Maybe she already told you. Maybe she already told you she don't respect you and you just ain't listening. That could be that could be a thing too. Right? She's cheating over and over again. You just ain't listening. You think she's someone she's not. Right? You just gotta, take people for who they are and accept them at that. Right? Don't pretend they're something they're not. %, you could do better by yourself. 10 on deck. Just respect yourself, be the best you that you can be, and elevate your higher vibration. You'll start attracting those like-minded people. 10 on deck is the next one. I ain't got time to mess around. And I don't think you do either. Playing these games. But you know what? People get comfortable. People get comfortable. You know what I mean? Even if it's a bad relationship, they get comfortable in being in it. You ever hear the saying, misery loves company? I bet you she ain't even happy with herself. 5 on deck. They're looking for happiness outside of the self. I'm going to tell you right here and right now, ain't nobody is going to make you happy but you. Right? You just got to be the best you that you can be. 9 on deck. Hey, Sandra Ford, $50 for food and eggs from Sandra. Thank you so much, Sandra. And that's exactly where that money's gonna go. Food and eggs. 10 on deck. Tell you what, I need to eat more. I do. Hey, Candy K, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Hey, Moheen says, one of my best friends passed away. The sucker-free philosophy works to help me out of those emotions. It's okay it's okay to feel sad when the loved one passes away. But you gotta remember, right? You gotta remember, would they want you to have a pity party over them? Do they want you to drink and be negative over their thoughts? No. I would imagine that they would want you to be the best you that you can be. You know what I mean? I like, because I've seen it a lot in the prison system. People would be locked up and then they'd get a call that their loved one had passed away. It drive men insane behind the walls, not being able to do anything about it, right? I would always tell these guys, would your loved one want you to physically deteriorate your mental well-being and health and be all depressed and emotionally a wreck over their thoughts? No, listen. Their life was much bigger and grander than just the last minute where they passed away. The last miserable minute where they passed away, their life is so much more than that, right? It's honestly a disrespect to their memory to deteriorate your body and have a little sucker attack. You know what I mean? We gotta be sucker free, we gotta stay strong, and we gotta make these people proud in our lives that have moved on. You know what I mean? We gotta make them proud by living our best life ever. 100%. Here we go. 10 on deck. Here we go. 2 is the next one. Just imagine your loved ones looking down at you, right? Are they going to be smiling, proud of you? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Four is the next one. Ah, boy, I'm so itchy right now. Let's see. I lost my loved ones when I mourned incorrectly, not when they died. Yeah, there's a right way to do it, right? Because if you want to respect the memory of your loved ones who passed away, it's for you to live your best life ever. That's how you show respect to the ones who have passed away, by living your best life. 4 is the next one. Jack, this will be 10. see, backwards tattoo. Yes, you are looking through your phone. Things are backwards, just like in a mirror. Oh my gosh. These, the poison ivy blisters, man, they're so juicy. I'm really breaking out here. Jack, 10 on deck. Ace, this will be 10 on deck as well. Poison ivy. I got poison ivy and it's driving me crazy. I was just trying to scrub down with some baking soda in the shower this morning. I washed off the oils, right? But it's in my system, it's in my bloodstream. It's popping up along where I got big veins all over the place. Two is the next one. And we're in our 400 reps. We're in our 400 reps just that quick. Oatmeal? Yeah, oatmeal would be nice. I think I'll use the oatmeal bath. I'll do that for sure. Guys, ready? This is the last card of the deck. Jack, that's going to be 10. And you knew this. You knew this. I'm from Ohio. Greetings. See a lot of new guys here. How you doing, guys? I could tell you're new. Hey, let's see, Harris from Tennessee. How you doing? Poison ivy doesn't enter the bloodstream. Oh yeah? Yeah, right. Listen, I'm an arborist, okay? I worked around the stuff. I pretty much have poison ivy like 6 months out the year. I'm pretty well informed about its travels in my system. Once it gets in my bloodstream, you see how it's coming up on my veins, my large veins? I only had one little spot on me and now it's everywhere. And it keeps popping up where I got big old thick veins. It's definitely in my system. It's on my legs, it's on my face, it's on everything. Only a drop will do. Oh, goodness gracious. I just want to cut it off. Oh, driving me nuts. Allison, how you doing? 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting this content. Let's see who got them. John got a membership. Chris got a membership. Let's see. Shalviki, Mika, and Corner. Let's see. 5601. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the memberships. You guys get to have a members only workout with me and the other members come Sunday. So Sunday morning is our extra workout just for the members. Welcome aboard. You guys also get access to all the previously archived live streams. I appreciate you. Welcome aboard. And also take the time to join our Discord. It's free, completely free, and it helps keep you accountable. Thank you so much, Allison Bird. Now we're going to get into our rubber band mobility. And if you guys need a sucker-free rubber band, hit me up at suckerfreestore.com and I'll get you one of these. I'll send them out. Oh, the States. Yeah, I'm from Ohio. Greetings. Oh, man. Here we go. We're going to do a 5-minute duration. The band's here. All right. Five-minute duration. Hey, Tennessee, how you doing? You know, in prison, guys pretty much called you where you came from, right? So if you're from Ohio, they call you Ohio. Hey, Ohio. What's up, Tennessee? I would answer the door if I was something or other. How you doing, guys? We got a lot of new guys here. Greetings from Spain. Do you use any drugs? No. Welcome. I take vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, creatine, MSM, boron. I take all that. And you can find all that on my homepage. Yeah. Greetings from Australia. Hammer, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Greetings from Spain. Yeah, I answered you already. No. B3. B3. Vitamin B3 and K2. That's what I take. Ton Steel Chomp says, these newbie questions are kind of ridiculous. Haha. It's okay. A lot of new people. Hey, greetings from all over the world. Fish oils? No, I'm not taking any fish oils. I don't have anything against it. I'm just not taking it. So, if you're new, pay attention to the chat because guys in the chat know these redundant questions over and over again. The questions that get asked by new guys over and over and over again. So if you want to know the answers to the questions so I don't sound like a broken record, just look in the chat, okay? Because otherwise I just sound like I'm repeating myself a million times. Because you got to understand, these guys that are coming in asking me these questions, right? They come and then they go. And then the next guy comes and goes and answers the same question. It's the same thing over and over and over again. I can't tell you how many times the question has come up. Have you been in jail, right? Have you been in jail? Are you in jail, right? Come on. Welcome aboard. I appreciate you being here. But don't be so hard-headed. Enriel says, grieving is necessary, but it becomes disruptive to you staying in the grieving for too long. That's very true, right? Pay your respects, grieve, then move on. Don't stay in that position. That's a great addition to the conversation, Enriel. Thank you. Let's see, fasting, any way, shape. See, I'm over the fasting. I've declared that last night. No more fasting for me for a few months. I am going to bulk up. That's my goal. I believe that I can gain more muscle mass by eating with a consistency. I'm going to eat like a bodybuilder and train with high intensity calisthenics. I believe I can gain some more weight. Find ways to grieve that benefits your psyche. Well, grieving's not meant to be a constant thing. It's not meant to be a constant thing. Like I said, being the best you is the best way to grieve, right? Imagine that person looking down at you and how you're doing in your life since they've passed. Are you going to make them proud? Right? With your actions? Or are they just going to shake your head looking at you as a mess? You know what I mean? Hey, Jason, thanks for shouting out my sucker-free store. It says, yikes, put a shirt on. Heck yeah, guys. Put a shirt on, go to my sucker-free store, grab yourself one. And while you're there, grab yourself a mug, too. Am I right or left-handed? I'm right-handed. Yeah. 5-minute duration is the next one. Five-minute duration. Oh, that's a good stretch. A shirt, a mug, a rubber band. That's right, guys. Absolutely. Get it all. Hey, what's up, Joseph or Jones? Yes, the shirts and the mugs are on a separate storefront away from the rubber bands. Absolutely. Two different storefronts. One of these days we'll get it all together. Hey, welcome aboard, Cody. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe. Appreciate you. Welcome aboard. Got to use the stretching technique? Heck yeah, man. It's fantastic. The first minute is like a stretch. The other 4 becomes a workout. Jesse, what motivates you? Cloud. Oh, let's see. What motivates me? I don't feel motivated. I don't. This is just consistency. Discipline of doing the same thing every day, regardless of how I feel. Yes, I think a lot of people ask me, how do you get motivation? You guys got to understand it doesn't exist. You just got to do it regardless of how you feel. That's true. There's nothing you can supplement or inject into your life that's going to give you motivation. You understand? People don't feel like working out. Nobody does. You just got to do it. How do you get discipline? Jesse, I've been struggling for a while now. Well, we all know how to get discipline. Discipline is achieved through the act of consistency, right? Starting off with something achievable and stay consistent with it, no matter what. Now, it doesn't have to be a crazy freaking workout. Look what we did today. This was nice and casual, right? We're still having a casual workout. Ain't nothing fancy here. We're just doing it every day. Day in, day out. Day in, day out. Now with consistency, the goal is to do it every day and then adjust and fine tune that consistency, that discipline. Grease the groove. That's a good method. Why don't you join the WWE? Well, first off, nobody's asked me. Let's see. Do you have any advice for people like me who are in such shit shape that they can't even do more than one push-up? Yeah, man. Absolutely. You got to start somewhere, right? Now, when I started working out, of course I couldn't do a single pull-up. I wasn't very good at my push-ups either. I wasn't doing any of it. But you know, what I could do, I worked on it, and it got better, and it get better and better and better. You just got to start somewhere. Now, if you can't do a single push-up, I suggest doing it off an elevated surface or the wall itself. Okay, so just imagine there's a wall here, right? It's just pretending. And you can do push-ups off the wall. And then once you get pretty good at that, doing high reps, then you bring the elevation down. Do it off the tabletop, boom, or a countertop, boom, or do it off the edge of your bathtub. You know what I mean? Just get good in it at one level and then bring the level down. Right? Get good in it at this level, then bring the level down. You got to start somewhere, right? Now, same thing with the pull-ups, right? I really couldn't do a pull-up starting off, so I did a whole bunch of these inverted rows, right? You can do a lot of these all day, and you can adjust the height. You can make it higher or lower, and that'll adjust the intensity. Allison Bird says, I have been doing bench push-ups. They work. Heck yeah. Push-ups off a bench is great. My mother does that as well. Walking through the park, doing push-ups off a bench. You know my mom's out there getting jacked. What rows do you mean? Inverted rows. So before I can do a pull-up, I had to do these. I got a lat pull-down bar on a strap, right? So I'm just leaning back and going like this. And that's what I had to do before I gained the strength to actually do any sort of real pull-ups. But that's what I did. See, I've always been bullied because I'm overly kind and too concerned about others people's feelings. I'm afraid of disappointing others. Because of that, I've been taken advantage of. I never fight. Boy, well, you know your problem, don't you? Right? Are you just going to accept that? Because you could see your problem clear as day. What are you going to do about it? It's not your job to be concerned about others' feelings, right? And disappointing others. It's not your job to do that. You're presenting a I know you're kind, but it comes as weak, right? People see that and they take advantage of it, obviously. Kindness is not weak, but a lot of people see it as weak, right? And take advantage of it. Henrielle says, do whatever is achievable. Keep small promises to yourself. Don't break even the smallest promise to start being fit. That's great. Great advice, Henrielle. Tunsteel Chomp says, don't feel guilty for doing what is best for you. Heck yeah, that's great. Tunsteel Chomp, don't feel guilty for doing what is best for you. It's a good one too. Yeah, listen, it's not your job to be worried about other people's emotions. You know, you gotta make sure you're straight to begin with. Let's see, NY Police Body Cam. Give me some advice for low motivation, Jesse. Well, Ann Riel's hit it on the top, on the nail. She says, do whatever is achievable. Just keep small promises to yourself. Don't break even the smallest promise to start being fit. I don't think anybody has motivation. That's the biggest topic of discussion. Everybody asks me, where's your motivation come from? Well, I'm staying accountable, right? I know that I have to work out. I have to work out to feel sucker free. You know, if I don't work out, I get all sorts of crazy ass stuff. I could even have a sucker attack. It's more probable than not, right? If I don't work out. Hey, I appreciate all you guys. I only want the best for everybody. You know, I've had it pretty rough, and I've figured out how to overcome most of it. And working out is therapy, absolutely. Sundre did 16 years. Welcome home. Let's see. 33rd says, my whole life is a sucker attack unless I work out. Heck yeah, guys. I tell you, it's easy. It's easy to do to yourself. Have that sucker attack. Anriel says, once you don't break your own promises, you begin to start trusting yourself. That's awesome. Keeping small promises to yourself that you don't break no matter what, right? The consistency of that leads to the road of trusting yourself. Well said, Anriel. Hey, work out every day, even if I don't feel like it. Bus driver is on day 324. Congratulations, man. Yeah, heck yeah. Consistency is key. Everyday Media says, whoever said that knows exactly what good life is like. Well, we know the path for it, right? Oh, heck yeah. NY Police Body Cam. 3 days alcohol free today. Welcome, man. Welcome aboard. It only gets better. It only gets better. Believe it or not, man, the more you abstain from alcohol, it's like you're coming out of the fog, right? There's a fog that is associated with drinking. The more you stay without it, the more you come out of this fog, more clear-headed, right? Everything's better. Everything's better. Just hearing the birds chirp, it's better. You know, I never thought that I would go a day without drinking alcohol. I never thought I would, but here I am. Congratulations, man. It's only going to get better. Oh, you're lost in the fog, the wicked fog. Whew, right? I tell you what, when I quit drinking, like the first month without it, I'm thinking, oh, I feel great. I'm finally out of the fog. I'm clear-headed, right? And then another month would go by and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I thought I was out of the fog. I'm still coming out, right? And months will go by and with that pattern, right? It just gets better. Listen, you guys know alcohol is a poison, right? You know it's a poison. It's not good for you. I don't care what you say, alcohol is a poison. It doesn't make you better in any way. It 100% negatively affects your body every time you put it in your system. Enriel says, Begin with building trust. Don't look for trust outside of yourself. Keep your own integrity. That's right. Don't look for trust outside of yourself. Learn to trust the self. There's a lot of people, it's true, with these comments, you can tell that people do not trust their own bodies. They don't trust themselves. You got to understand your body has taken you this far already, has brought you to this point. Your body's been doing great, even though we've been sabotaging it the entire time. You understand? Our body is doing a good job. Be kind to yourself. Hey guys, appreciate you from around the world. What is that, Japan? How you doing, guys? Will I ever get more ink? Maybe one day. It's not on my list of things to do, but I have more important things. On my list. That's kind of like down here. Hey, Reblex Pro Gaming, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. What makes you special, sir? Nothing. Don't you get it? What I could do, you could do. That's it. There ain't nothing special going on here, right? This is waiting for you the moment you decide to receive it. I'm not one in a million, nothing. I'm just a regular dude who works out. I just want to show you, you can do this too. There's nothing here going on. It's making better choices with your eating habits and your staying accountable to your physical activities. It's a mindset, staying sucker free. And it's tough, man, but we got to put in the work. Yeah, the sucker free symbolic pill home slice, right? We're doing what we can, man. It's, it takes work to be sucker free. I have my sucker attacks as well, but I'm human, and so are you. First, you need to want it, then you can have it. Let's see. 1977. Yeah, you gotta want it too, right? Man, I am gonna take a bath or something. Maybe some Epsom salt. Yeah, let's see. Eggs don't affect your blood cholesterol. You don't eat eggs all you want. Boy, eggs are such a controversial subject, right? Every year they come out with new studies. Oh, eggs are terrible for you. Oh, eggs are the greatest thing. Whatever. I don't listen to the hype. I got poison ivy. I'm going nuts. It's like a mental exercise right now. I'm going crazy. I was ripping a bunch of grapevines off the fence, and I must have pulled on some poison ivy, and I'm going crazy. Let's see. Jesse, bro, you look like a good guy. Why take the internet trolls to damage your inner motivation? I don't let them affect me. You understand that? I would have to give over control I would have to give these haters control and permission to make me feel bad. You know what? I don't do that. I let it roll off my back like water on a duck, White vinegar is good for poison ivy, Bishop says. I'll try it, man. I'm at that point where I'll try anything, because I'm just like, I want to just scratch it, That's going nuts. Thoughts on marriage? Well, you got to be with the right one, you know. I know people that just get married just because. Like changing an outfit. Changing shoes for the day. Whatever. That's your story, you know. Whatever makes you happy. You know, you got to understand that we're all like characters. We're all the lead characters in our own movie, right? You are the lead character in your life, right? You're also the director and the lead star, you know? You can have anything you want. It's up to you how your story goes. Boy, I'm going crazy right now. Just being so itchy. It's 6:35 and I think I'm gonna go just like scrub myself with baking soda and vinegar. I think that's what I'm gonna go do. And I'll see you guys later at 5 p.m. and I'm going to probably do 400 push-ups straight, non-stop, no rest in between. The only rest we'll do is we'll remain in a plank position, and that will be our substitute for rest. Allison Bird, have a good day. Anriel says no scrubbing. Okay. Okay. I'll see you guys in a little bit. We'll work out again. Tunsteel Chomp, Sandra Ford, Allison Bird, Nathan, Matthew Davis, John Conway. Have a good one, guys. Peace.